Very
Hello,
good.
everybody. Welcome.
Yeah, man, it's great to be here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to chessbrah's coverage of the Pro Chess League. And what a team, Aman, chessbrah is fielding. I think Eric is very serious about 2020. He wants to win this thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just started the year here, and we thought we'd put together our best effort at a championship squad.
Firouzja's it's a phenomenal talent, maybe biggest talent in the world today.
Alexander Grischuk headlining the act, so to speak.
He's a phenomenal blitz player as well. When you talk about availability, I noticed that Sam Shankland will not be facing the chess bras today.
Yeah, he is the top player on the California Unicorns, but he will not be playing today. Daniel Naroditsky, he's not necessarily the highest rated player, but probably the most well known on the roster. Alexei Sarana, he's the highest rated player. Previously, he played for the Australia Kangaroos in the last season, and honestly, he had a seriously good performance. That team did surprisingly well. It had Smirnov, it had Alexei Sarana. I believe both of those players are now on this Unicorns team. So we got Eric playing board fours.
Ooh, I
We're seeing
really
some
like.
moves here. Queen
Yeah.
there, Queen H5, and let me see.
Wow. Queen A5 to H5. Okay, that was a visual. But
Okay,
Eric
so
had a threat of taking on a. No, well, maybe not a threat, but yeah, well, maybe a threat of taking on F6 and taking on D7. Yeah.
but this is a nice little tricky.
Oh, how do you do?
Wow.
So, no question about it. After E5, you ain't taking that pawn. But now, on the
Well,
other
he
hand,
is taking it, Yasser. He's given up a piece, so
I
already,
was about I
oof.
was about to say knight G4 would just have allowed knight G3, and it's a different queen traps.
Knight d4, rook c5. What did he just forget that? Wait, was that not takeable? Does he have some tricks there?
Um,
Help me,
mm,
Yasser.
no,
Did everybody
knight
just miss
takes
that?
C. Knight takes C5 looks
Or
like a
or
winner.
is Eric just like a perfectionist? Is he just like going here? The rook's like trapped on d7, playing b4. I mean, what's going on,
I
Yasser?
thought, holy smokes,
Yeah,
that's F7.
f7,
Okay,
and
there
he's
goes
up a
the.
rook here, and he resigned. Did Alexei Sarana, and that is their top board. And technically speaking,
Wow.
we got to say Eric's our board four, Yasser. So that's a board one, board four upset, but it doesn't feel like an upset because Eric is capable of that. That is a sweet game to start off the 2020 season. Sharich is well. I'm actually looking at his internet connection. I'm wondering if he's
Uh-oh.
here.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Firouzja's game is looking, messy.
Yeah, yeah, this one's so went berserk in berserk mode. When we left it, I definitely didn't see black castling queenside, but that early um, rook lift, I guess, convinced Firouzja not to go kingside.
Yep. So he basically sacked the whole king side, and his opponent sacked the whole queen side. Now Firouzja's grabbing center pawns, totally exposed king, but I mean, technically speaking, he is up a pawn. He just grabbed that center pawn on e4. The time
Cruise
run out
control.
for Sharich in his game definitely couldn't get back connected, and he did lose on time in it. Like it just ran out, right? His time just
Ouch.
disappeared. But this game here, we got Firouzja with under a minute. He's definitely looking winning here. Let's see his
Exactly.
technique.
Wait a minute. There's knight
It's knight
c5.
c5, so it looks like something's dropping, but it's got to be still okay here.
Um,
The knight's covering the pawn on g6, but pawns are falling. How do you keep everything here? That's the issue. So rook takes and then rook b4. No, everything's
yeah.
falling here.
Well, then it's an easy
He can
draw for
sack.
white.
Yeah, this is going to be another
Oh,
draw. Yeah.
oh, white got very, very lucky here.
Yeah, that was a tumultuous first round for the boys
Wow.
here. Yeah, so we had Firouzja. Definitely, he wins that 9 times out of 10, and we just watched the one basically.
Right.
Um,
Um, yeah, we just
mm,
had a hiccup with the Sarich as we have a 2-2 result.
I have to just jump to the Firouzja game
Yes,
because it ended
please.
abruptly, Yasser, in our
Uh-oh.
favor. It was an unfortunate mouse slip, but I have to say that in this position, Firouzja was already doing really well, just an isolated pawn grind, and he played d4, so completely gave up a pawn. Yes, he mouse slipped his rook with rook d5. However, this would have been an extremely pleasant endgame for Firouzja. So,
Absolutely.
we'll take the point, but at the same time, Firouzja was ready to play that one for a win for sure.
First impressions are that I really like Black's position a lot, a lot. I think that the pawn on h5 is incredibly dubious, to say the least. And I'm
How
thinking
about that
that
Fianchettoed knight that's going nowhere?
I'm not really too pleased about that guy either.
So it's proceeded fairly quickly. Sharich, I mean, okay, we're gonna see b6 here. It's such a nice move to play. Stops c5,
Right.
guards that loose pawn on a5, and this is just an overwhelmingly good position for Ivan. What do you think of the move knight h4 here, Yasser? Just trying to sneak into the f3 square. Oh, played as well.
Love it.
Trying to
I
sneak
love
in
it.
there, trying to get onto the light squares, and Sharich is trying to say, listen,
Yeah, it blew up, but it really blew up for White much earlier than this. I mean, this is just horrifyingly bad
yeah,
position,
he
and
sacked the rook
White,
there on g4.
yeah,
Just sort of had to. It was just such a bad position. And
exactly.
getting that queen trade in, I love to see that. Nice
Yeah,
and safe, right? And now we see this
right.
position. Won by resignation. Beautiful sort of comeback. Get the confidence back from Ivan Saric. Sweet victory there. Back to what we know and expect from him in the PCL.
This move, Rook E2, my gosh. I mean, Danya is really, I mean, he's begging for E3 and F3.
Yeah, and there it
And,
is.
you know, as I've often said, I can resist everything except temptation. And that looks really, really like a challenge for White.
C6 is a threat that really
Winning
dislodges a lot
threat.
of comfortable pieces that White has. Suddenly, that bishop on d5, it looked so good a couple moves ago, but now it's lacking space. Man, this is Danya with 30 seconds. He's just sort of gone for it. He's saying
Yeah,
my position is so bad, and a lot of strong players have that moment where they say, "Listen, I could probably keep the computer evaluation within reason, but I
right.
understand just as a player that it's not going to work." So he's totally gone for it. Yeah, this is basically hope, hope chess.
Yeah, that
Eric is got the win here. Let's see what he can do. That there is still a huge pawn mass in the center, not to be underestimated.
the problem is that after Queen D5,
Yep.
C D5, Knight B6,
Oh, love
uh,
love the move. It's got to be d6,
yeah,
no question.
D6, yeah, I was going to say Bishop E4 and Bishop D5. You got this unbelievable grip on the light squares.
Hmm.
Knight C4, Eric went for Knight C4 right away.
He's gonna play
Maybe he,
h3. Yeah, I figured he was gonna
yeah,
play h3, try to undermine those pawns. Bishop f5 gonna take back, and again, as you mentioned, controlling those light squares. Got to get that king over to like e6, rook over to
I was
g8.
about to say, I love King F7 to E6 to
Yep,
D5. Talk about, like a beautiful light square control.
yep. h5
This
is
is
falling too.
yeah, well, a kind of a model game, I gotta say. Eric's playing very, very well.
Yep, this is great. It's 9 seconds ticking down. It's only +2 Yasser, so you can't forget like how much that actually means that people can still flag. Like it's it's
For
it's
sure.
totally possible. So
It's
don't
easy to flag.
don't
Oh,
underestimate that.
yeah. I mean, and you just you lose focus for just a second or two. Um,
I wouldn't
was
be
there
taking
something wrong with
h5. I feel like taking
yeah, I
h5
was
needs
just
to happen.
yeah, I was thinking get rid of it right away. What's
Okay, well
ooh,
he's saying like,
Eric's
okay, wow, the sacrifice comes in. This can't pan out, I want to say, but man, those pawns are
Eric,
scary.
yeah, Eric's wobbling here a bit. He's still
King
got
d
control,
oh
but wait a
d7
minute.
is
Keep in
coming.
mind. Yeah,
e6
well,
now.
yeah. Woo. uh,
No,
and
d7.
Eric lost control.
Rook back.
Gosh,
Rook back to a8. Rook back to a8.
yeah, he for sure. But yeah, no, Danya's gotten much, much more than he deserves because he was really. Ooh, Eric is scaring me.
Take on e3. Is this
Yeah,
is this? Oof.
but
Takes a knight g4. He's gonna at least not lose that one.
Woo! I mean, he was really on the edge of losing that, which
Yeah.
was really sad because
Yeah.
he was playing such a beautiful game right up
Hang
until
on a sec. This knight is not necessarily out of the water, right? Hang on a
well,
sec. Whoa. This knight is not getting out. Because the knight goes to
uh,
g6. Or king goes to g6, sorry.
I don't think you're.
Takes,
Whoa!
takes, and he's going to go king d5 and b4. Oof.
Right.
I think he's just getting out, yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was that was a close call there. Woof.
Oh man. Let's jump right to the Grischuk game, Yasser, because it's still ongoing, but my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, it just ended. What a game. Oh my god, my heart rate.
Boy, there was some serious back and forth swings.
So we had the draw from Grischuk. We had the
draw from Eric.
The draw from Eric we just witnessed, and then we had Saric coming in with a really nice victory that we caught, as well as the mouse slip, although most likely would have been a good shot at a victory up a pawn in an endgame from Firouzja. So 2 wins, 2 draws. We get 3-1 for that round. We got the next round underway. Grischuk, Naroditsky, as you're saying. This line, I mean, you don't see too many victories come from this line.
We have to find something more interesting than this one.
Absolutely. We can say offhand, this looks, great chance at being a draw.
I'm thinking that move knight h2, while it doesn't look that impressive for white, he's actually on the back foot. I like this for black. Rook h8, bishop g4, f5. Ooh, he played queen c7.
Hasn't been played. He didn't go for f5. It definitely looked like he should have. They just played queen c7.
I'm not really too sure it was a missed opportunity. Maybe this move is simply better because there is a threat of knight b6. If you capture on c8, his idea is to recapture with the queen, and hello Havana, hello queen h3, and wow, I mean that ooh.
So this is on the board here from Ali Reza. He's feeling confident. Clearly, he's going for the dark squares. He's going for the attack. I like the confidence. I can also say that opening that we were checking earlier, Grischuk Naroditsky, already a draw. We pretty much called that one, which is a fine result there. Wow, let's jump back to Firouzja's game. He already won, Yasser. How quick that attack was. My goodness. G5, bishop there, and I mean, this is too easy. Knight f3 is just over. Bishop h2, bishop e5. That's just a crush. Ivan Saric taking on Steven Zirk. And we got this funny looking position with a rook on c7. I mean, is it good or is it trapped? Okay, was it French?
French winner. Yeah.
Queen exchange after losing a pawn, but an immediate c4. And there we go. Ivan Saric going for the compensation for the pawn. He got a king on f8, so it's not castled. So king e2 played. As my initial question, Yasser, what do you think of that rook?
Exactly. So knight a8, right? I mean, what I think about that rook is it's a goner.
Yeah, and I think rook c7, he just saw, okay, obviously I'm attacking there. Knight c6, kind of a nice move, hits the knight, and if you take it, the bishop takes, and you don't have time to take b7. So I think he missed or underestimated that, and then it gives black time for king there, and essentially this rook is getting trapped by these moves, right? The king just sort of slides over. Simplifications are happening. He's still fighting, but I think Steven Zirk is actually doing a fairly good job at sort of neutralizing the counterplay and keeping this under control.
Yep. That should be all she wrote. Yep.
He resigned that one. Hey, Dan, can you go check on Eric? I don't know how everyone has good connection, but no one can connect to chess.com.
Oh, well, that's a completely different kettle of fish, I must say.
Yeah. It's done. It's done. It's done. Done.
What?
No, I said it's done. Like it's flagged.
Eric flagged.
Yep.
The same problem as Ivan Saric.
Yep.
Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's shocking.
In this position, yeah. So just because I was, if you're in case you're curious,
Right.
I think what ended up being the case was that although you get the pawn, that white king gets up to to c4, and this is so
Ah.
Eric has pretty serious winning chances in that position. Actually, Eric was offered a draw in that final position, and so
Oh.
Eric was spending some time thinking, hey, do I accept this draw or do I go for this line, bishop takes c7? And they were saying that after the DC, that there was evidence that Eric had tried to accept the draw after he DC'd. And as a
Oh.
result, Smirnov also agreed that a draw was a fair result. It means
So
that
7-5.
was 2-2. That match was 2. That round was 2-2. Let's not let that distract us from what we need to do. We got to get a point and a half here in this final round. Let's jump around Eric's game. How is he doing against Steven Zierk?
Sure.
We got a position where Eric's got pressure on f3. How are the pawns? First of all, it looks like we are even. King g7 played. I'm feeling like this is quite equal.
Yeah.
I think Steven is very well aware of the match score, so he understands that a repetition there is probably not in his favor. He might be checking the other games. There's your queen
Right.
c1, Yasser.
Right.
If I'm
Because Queen
looking
C1,
at
Queen
all the
C3.
matches,
Yes.
I get the feeling that if everything sort of goes status quo, it might be good for us. And I think maybe he's noticing that. That's what I mean. I was looking at the position here, yes, and I was like, let's flip to Grischuk's game. It's looking very promising. And rook d7 played, bishop e5 on the board. It is a very nice tactical shot. Takes king e8. Imagine a king discovered check for the win. And he's now in this position, which is a much different story.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Black's position went from dead, lost.
Hopeful. I'm just going to be jumping around a little bit because Sherich has blundered or permitted his b pawn to fall. This is sort of why I was saying I wasn't like 100% sure how this position looked, and it's like he repeated. He almost like thought it was a repetition or something weird because he dropped that pawn, and now like what's going on? Just king f2, and aren't we losing?
Yeah.
Grischuk.
Sasha Grischuk.
Just played f6. That looks like a good move. Is f7 just winning here? Rook
Looks
back,
like
king
a
e6
completely
and
winning.
bishop g7?
Yep.
Or rook f5?
Yeah. Rook f5.
Does allow e6, but the endgame should be winning. Rook f5 must be good enough. Or maybe there's e5. Okay, goes for this.
He thinks it's good enough too.
Because if we get 2 wins, yes, they're from Grischuk and Firouzja, it doesn't matter what else
it's
happens.
Over. B2. That looks like an oversight by Black. Bishop takes B2. Oops.
Just queen. Yeah, I mean, there's mate on the board. That's going to be a win from Sasha. Ooh, we needed that, and he needed that. That is awesome. Sharich is down to a second, but I think he was lost. And is he lost in his game? No? Is he managing? Okay, he's playing. Okay, he's playing this position. Absolute madness. I don't know what's going on, but Sharich is doing a good job struggling here.
Queen, but there's
okay.
King e3.
We're not losing this pawn by force, are we? No. Okay. Rook
Hope
f2.
not.
Gotta make a move. Gotta make a move. Oh, he just didn't make a move.
Oh.
No, he just didn't make a move. It's
Okay,
coming down to this. It's coming down to Firouzja. Got to beat Naroditsky here.
Because Eric, what happened to Eric's game?
He lost, but I don't know. I just heard something from upstairs, so I'm
Eric
not sure.
Lost.
I'm not sure exactly what happened. That's all. But
my goodness, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. I thought Eric was still doing okay.
And it's all down to this 5 seconds. What's going on here? He's got check and e7. Check and e7. That's winning, right?
Well, there's bishop f7 at the end.
Even just queening if he needs to. Wait, king.
Well, he's threatening to queen now. He's threatening to queen now.
And then queen anyway.
Queen wins.
Nice. Oh man, Firouzja.
Yeah.
Firouzja.
Rook h6. Rook behind.
He's gonna bring this home. That's it. That's the match. Firouzja did it. He brought it home. Clutch. That's why you get this guy on the roster.